Good morning everyone, welcome, 8 AM time. It's Monday morning, back round again. How does this happen so quick? How does this happen so quick when days, times, hours, minutes are all the same? How does time speed up? Sometimes I tell the girls that if they move faster, the time will speed up for them. So if they want to get something over and done with quick, move faster and do it. Then it's time speeds up and it's finished quicker. But why is it as well, when you were a kid, if you think back to the summer holidays, you have like six weeks or so off, summer holidays, it felt like a lifetime. It felt like such a long time, yet nowadays, over in a flash. And I do remember coming home from like a 2-week camping holiday. Every summer, mum and dad saved hard. We went away. We had sometimes 2-3 weeks away, camping in a big old frame tent and a Commer camper van. It was a little bit of a trumpy old thing, but we loved it. And when you came home and drove into your town and your village, and you noticed stuff that was now familiar to your eyes, it felt like that saying, a sight for sore eyes. Do you remember that? I'm getting all nostalgic at you, and it's not even 8 o'clock. So let's say some good mornings. Maddie, Red Rita, Francis, Maya, all in, ready for a movement snack. Neve's first day at college today, proper week at college starting. And she's feeling like rubbish, she's not very well. She came downstairs, had a bit of a cough, a retch, a sniff, a snot, great stuff. I said to her, at least try and hang out till, hold it out until lunchtime, if you can. It's your first day, bless her. Anyway, it's 1 minute to 8. I'll be with you on the 12 noon, getting back here for that after I've taught my class this morning. And then you'll have Bex for the 4 PM sway and stretch. Morning, Sheila. Your messages aren't quite coming through yet. I'm sure the minute it's time for us to... Hey, here we go. There we go. Maya, your message has just come in first. Might turn out sunny today. Hopefully it's... Look. Oof. Bright. I paint a lovely picture of Neve, I know. We're not the best in the morning sometimes, are we? Red Rita understands where I'm coming from with the sight for sore eyes and the time feeling faster, even though it's not changed as far as we all know. Gillian, morning, and Carol, collective are in. And there we go, there it's 8 o'clock. Thanks, George. Quick nudge in the ribs there. Come on, get on with it, get on with it. All right, here we are, 3, 2, 1. After, oh God, I'm the afternoon in it. I've just fast forwarded that time that I said was going a bit too quick. Morning, Vivian and Paul. Right, good morning, welcome, 8 AM time. Today is Monday, back round again at the 16th of September, 2024. Can't find me. It might do it again because I have to beep it onto the sensor, and whilst I'm with you here I can't do that, so it might beep again, so apologies if that startles you, but let's get going. Stand tall or sit tall, be the best version of your posture as you can be, and get as much out of your height as you can get. And once you've done that, you might want a bit of external support. You may need to hip walk forwards in your chair, depending on where you're sitting, depth-wise into the chair. but here's the foot pedals that start us off each and every circ boost. Right, get those rib cage up, and that rib cage lifted up and away, so that you feel a bit longer in the trunk area. Into the leg marches, small progression there. Building in arm swings, having rhythm, having coordination, making this not too fast, not high intensity. It's a steady, manageable pace for all. Just getting stuff moving. We have about 3 minutes or so, a rough gauge of 3 minutes of circulation boosting, and then a bit of a revisit to circulation boosting activities as well throughout this 8 AM. If you want to start to make those movements just a little bit bigger, maybe just pick the knees up a fraction higher. The arm movements as the shoulders start to loosen a little bit, you may be able to make those a bit bigger, and this will lift your body temperature, make you feel a bit warmer. The arms are bent and brushing past your sidelines here. Take a pause with the legs, so maybe go a little bit wider there. The wider the base here, the more sturdier the stand, the trunk of the tree, and finish off with some arm movements, some arm swings from there. And relax, steady, settle, take a small pause. Shoulder lift, shoulder rolls, head turns, chin tucks. 5 of each. No rush. No rush, because there's only 5 and they'll be done with fairly swiftly anyway. Squeeze towards the ears, press down and slide down the shoulder blades. So you feel the space between your ears and your shoulders get that little bit greater. Maybe you can feel like you're reaching your fingertips that fraction further down as well. Now we'll progress this to a shoulder circle, which will really open the chest. You might experience 1 or 2 clicks, clunks. There might be a bit of a creak and a grind in there, but providing that's not kicking in any painfulness, try and work through it. If you've got one shoulder that's particularly stiffer than the other, then you could do some extra shoulder circles, single shoulder circles on that particular side, but focusing on that particular side can help for that side to move a bit better as well. The more thinking we put towards something, the better it can be. Head turns. So we don't want any balance challenges in the 8 AM. So if you want, take up a bit of external support, a bit wider with the feet, as just said. And a slow movement, taking the turn, pausing in the middle. And if you do experience a little bit of unsteadiness, or that there's a bit of fogginess or a bit of dizzy sensations that occur when you're head turning, and that's leaning, twisting, bending as well, just move that bit slower. We need to do these, don't we? But we don't need to do them fast or in a way that aggravates something. The neck, it's like a little bit of a screw top loosening action that we're putting into the neck area. Often joined with arm movements, looking where we're going or what we're reaching for, and trunk often will move in with neck, head turns as well. There we go. Right, chin tuck, fingertips, you might want those onto your chin. Have a gap here. Think about which direction the chin's going to go. Straight back in towards the voice box in your throat, your Adam's apple there. Tucking in and restacking and lengthening. So working on the spine in a slightly different way. And hopefully making you feel a little bit taller. Again, 4 or 5 of those. Quite a nice move to do if you've got a headrest behind you, whether that be something like a pillow and you might be lying down, or a high headrest, something like the car seat is a place where I tend to do a few chin tucks when I'm driving or even waiting at the traffic lights. Could hold your hands, clasp your hands together for a reach and a row. A trunk twist coming in there, just to start loosening stuff up and warming through. Or you might go from your external support with one arm drawing back at any one time. There you go, take your pick. Keep those knees comfortable throughout all of our trunk movements, as in slightly soft, slightly bent, not locked out or rigid legged, and a bit wider for good balance. You're heading off, Willow? Love you, bye, have a nice day. Shall we go trunk turns first? So a couple of options here. Either have external support in front of you and you can track your hands across and draw one arm down by your side. You can do that in seated as well by bringing your hand across to your knee. You could freestand or just nudge up to something. So you've got some support behind you on your hips. And that way you get a bit of feedback as to where your hips are and what they're doing. So we're not rolling the hip round and rolling the foot in. So just notice any movements there through your legs and try and keep your hips still. Just so that we're getting that screw top effect. Now a bit further down. Not pulling, just resting. Coming tall in the middle. And what we're going to do is just move beyond your tallest posture slightly with a back extension coming right up. You can keep your hands on your thighs or on your external support in front of you. You could actually stay where you are if you've nudged up to something. We're doing back extension rather than side bends next, aren't we? Or have your hands round at the hips, side of your hips. Lift up, lift up. Chin is tucked in so that you're not losing your head over the back of you. The head weighs a bit, and that could affect how steady you feel if the head's going back over. Your neck might not like that squish it gets there either. We will remember the side bends, don't worry. Lift, lift, lift. Slot the shoulders down. Take the shoulders back a little bit. You'll feel the rib cage lift, the rib cage kind of pop a little bit higher, and your stomach might get a bit of length in, a pull in there as well. Side bends, you might want arms down by your side, you might want external support in front of you, so do come away from the wall or cupboard that you've just been pitched up against. Side bend, oh, feel that, pull in the side, into the knees. Just let the rib cage come down towards your hip. Whilst the other one gets a bit of length in there. Now if you do feel stiffened up through lying down or sleeping for a long time, And some trunk movements could be just the tonic for you to keep moving a bit more comfy throughout the day. Remember, you've got your external support there, or you've got your hips fixed and firm in the seat. Okay, we've done that in a right old back to front way, haven't we? Oh, just keeping it spicy, everyone. Finish with the ankles, feet and toes. Pedaling the legs through. Just a quick boost of circulation from some foot pedals, some toe taps. You might want to put some in there. A little bit of a bounce through your knees, and then some toe hinge work. Few of those, keep them moving, and maybe some crunches, curling the toes under and arching and pulling up the instep there. You've got 3 options here. Take your pick, you only need to choose one. You might do 1 or 2 of these a bit later on today. A standing ankle mobility move with no balance challenge in sight. So use your external support with the weight over your standing leg. 4 or 5 of those. Same in seated with that toes and heel digging action. And if you want a bit more support for your posture, your back, there's a hip walk backwards that you can take, and just a small height leg lift there. The same action as the heel toes that are touching the floor, but not touching the floor. 4 or 5, I've done about 3 on each side, so counting up, I must be about there with me target repetitions. If your ankles are stiff or puffy, a bit swollen, or not moved for a while, potentially, they could benefit from some foot pedals and some ankle loosening. Right there. Okay, everyone, job done. Right, all done here. A top to toe approach to loosening everything up and moving that bit better. And if anything isn't quite organised yet, a few more a bit later. All right, everyone, enjoy your day. Always busy on a Monday morning. Fixed up for now, good to hear. Ta-ra for now, everyone. See you back here for noon.